I can't imagine that just because of a little disagreement they had 2 weeks ago, they just decided never to see each other again. Like that was literally the end of the relationship that has been nested for the past rather than aggravating and making it postpone and get longer than it's supposed to be. Avoid the blame accusation, guys. It is very, very important. Take note of that fact. Avoid blaming your partner. Avoid accusing your partner. Even if you know that they were wrong, seek how to resolve that situation rather than seeking how to blame them, because blaming will just prolong that issue at hand. The fourth magical point that we need to take note of is to seek compromise and solutions. Seek compromise and solutions. Find common grounds. Find common grounds on how you guys can work together to find, compromise and meet both of your needs at the same time. Always look for a common ground that you can compromise on certain things and meet both of your needs at the same time. Be willing to give and take from each other, because it is a mutually understanding thing that you guys are into. Relationship is a mutually beneficial institution, so you have to seek common ground on how to settle things so that both of you come out as winners. These conflicts in relationships are a way to strengthen your relationship. It's not a way to destroy your relationship. No matter what happens in that relationship, if both of you love each other, you must learn to compromise to make sure that this relationship is as strong as you desire it to be. Make sure to be open to changes. In a relationship, never say never. In a relationship, never say that you are just always going to stick to this particular type of life. You're just always going to stick to this particular lifestyle. You don't want to change for anything. I told you that I'm never going to take this particular issue. Never say that in a relationship. You have to be ready to change. You have to be open to changes, because life is constant with change. So you have to learn to do that. Sometimes resolving conflicts will require adjusting our behaviors or our expectations. Be flexible and willing to adapt if need be. Again, I want to say that resolving conflicts requires sometimes adjusting your behaviors and your expectations, and being flexible and willing to change if need be. You must be willing to adapt to new changes if necessary to keep that relationship going. I just want to encourage you that if you have been in a relationship for a while and you find this difficult to change, then you must go again and check. Because in relationships, there's always bound to be a time when things will change. Don't always say that. I remember when we first got into a relationship, we decided that we were never going to do this. Why are we thinking about it now? Times change. We grow up and we learn better, and we know better things that can help us. So we have to learn in times of conflict to change and adapt to situations as long as it is mutually beneficial. Above everything, in a conflict, you must learn not to be selfish with your partner. Learn never to be selfish, because if you think that everything is always just going to go your way, then it's going to always end up being a one-sided relationship. You must learn to understand your partner. Learn to ask if these decisions you're taking will affect your partner positively or negatively. This goes to both men and women. It's not just a one-sided thing. And just like I told you, the fifth point, the magical touch, the final magical touch that is going to make your relationship sweeter and better, is going to make conflict relationships so easy for you, is strengthening the connection post-conflict. Strengthening your connections after conflicts. How do we do this, you ask? The first thing you want to learn to do is apologize and forgive. Apologize and forgive as soon as you guys meet a common ground. Apologize and forgive as soon as you find that there is a way out of that conflict you guys are in. If you are the one that is wrong, make sure to apologize sincerely. Don't just apologize because you want to cut out of the situation, but be sincere when you apologize. If your partner apologizes, be willing to forgive and move forward without holding on to resentment. It is very important, guys. If you have a conflict and in the midst of that conflict, you just feel like, let me just forgive them and let me just say I've forgiven you, or let me just say sorry just because you want to get past that situation, it can always haunt you in the future. So make sure to be sincere when you apologize. Make sure to be sincere when you forgive. And when your partner sincerely apologizes, be willing to forgive them and move forward without holding any kind of negative resentment about your partner. It is very important. You must learn from that conflict. You must learn from the conflict, learn from the arguments that you guys had, learn from the misunderstandings you had. Ask yourself, Could I have done better? What should I avoid next time so that this doesn't replay itself again? Use conflicts as an opportunity to learn more about your partner. Use conflicts to learn more about each other's needs and their preferences. That is the advantage of conflicts in relationship. Conflicts do not come to tear us down. They rather come to strengthen our relationship, to make us better understand ourselves and learn how to become better partners. So this can strengthen your relationship and prevent situations or similar issues from happening again in the future. It is important for us to put these steps together. And I tell you that if you are able to practice these 5 steps, I assure you that your relationships will just grow stronger. It will get better with time. The best thing you want to do in your life is to have a partner that understands that conflict comes to strengthen your relationship. And I'm always just so excited when I share these things, because it is not just what I say, but it's what I strive on a daily basis to practice. And sometimes I know it's difficult. It is difficult to say sorry when somebody has done wrong to you. And sometimes it's really difficult to forgive. But if you really have the interest of your partner at heart, forgiveness should no longer be a problem for you. Learning to let go should not be a problem for you. Willing to compromise should no longer be a problem for you, because we need all these things to make sure our relationships are beautiful. Again, the 5 magical touches to make sure that your relationship and your conflicts in your relationship are resolved fast and easy. First, communicate openly and be honest in your communication. Stay calm and composed all the times when you have conflicts. Focus on the issue and not on the person. Focus on the issue, not on the person. Seek compromise and solutions in your relationship, and make sure to strengthen your connections past your conflicts. Be willing to forgive, be willing to walk away, be willing to let go of that argument, of that moment of darkness, because you need each other for a longer future. So thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of this beautiful video today. We're also excited to share these things with you, and we hope that you were truly blessed and you have learned something that's going to strengthen your relationship. And if you have learned something today, and if you have any argument, or if you have anything that you agree with or disagree with, please do it to drop a comment, and we'll be more than happy to share that feedback with you. And if you have any other thing to say, the comment section is waiting for you. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube will recommend it for others to watch. And thank you so much for being a part of this amazing journey that we are taking through life. I promise you that it's only going to get better, and we will see you in our next video. God bless you, and have a wonderful relationship. Make sure that the next conflict you have doesn't tear you down, but holds you strong and better. Bye.